Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our season rate climb using a team that we built from scratch. Wow, that was a little bit of a tongue twister. So, a couple things or announcements that I want to go through before we get started on today's video. First and foremost, my apologies for not releasing anything on Monday, so yesterday. A lot of the things that I had planned for this weekend took way longer to do, so I just said screw it and just didn't post anything for Monday and decided to just come home and record for the rest of the week as if I could, because we're still on mandatory OTs. So there's that. On the note of what happened over the weekend, while I may not have been able to battle anyone on Discord, I did get some fights in with Kyogre's new set, and I'm not 100%. I'm not thrilled. I can see the appeal of it because Kyogre is a strong Pokemon, and the way that I currently have it built is supposed to highlight the HP base that it has and try to supplement some of those. But during my own individual testing, it didn't turn out to be as great. I'm still going to try to use it in the videos that are upcoming. Right now, I don't have any plans on putting Kyogre in this party this week. We're actually doing fairly well with the team that we've got. While we do have some changes that we could make to make the team a little bit more fluid, right now adding Kyogre would only hinder our progress. While we get like unlimited Bleak Wind Storms with Tornadus, it would actually damage a lot of what Ogerpon can do, and I don't want that to happen. And realistically, if I put in a special attacker, which is what Kyogre is, then I would get rid of a physical attacker, which has ways of dealing with fire types and fairy types, which is why we have the Flare Blitz and the Iron Head on it. Now I do have fairies covered with Golden Go, but he's not a click that I pick often, right? So in our show 6 take 4, Golden Go is not one of the Pokemon that I click often. So I'm trying to think of another way to get a huge benefit out of Golden Go, maybe change up the movesets, maybe the EVs, but currently I want to build a really offensive one. So I'm going to check my things here. I want to see how much of the Golden Go things I have. I need to go from the top to the bottom because that's how I'll find it. Pichu is full. I do a lot of farming in Bronzor's full and Area 0, so I'm pretty confident of getting those back. And Mimikyu is full. That's interesting. Never realized I tapped that one. But the set that I want to do for Golden Go, okay, we're close. The set that I want to do for Golden Go is mostly offensive, like the 252 and special attack and not have so much bulk, because we do have Pokemon like Ursaluna still out in the field, and we also have Landorus. Golden Go doesn't do a ton of damage to either one, so I do have to play around that a lot. Especially with Blood Moon Ursaluna, with having Mind's Eye, that makes it so that I am neutral to all of those attacks instead of just resisting them. At least I should be. I don't know. The ghost types, yes, that does hurt quite a bit, but I don't know about normal types. I might still be neutral or resistant, but I might just be neutral just because Mind's Eye says I can be hit. It's no different from like Scrappy. So yeah. Anyways, so with that out of the way, we do have some thoughts about making some changes, but I think the team is pretty solid for the most part. I do want to test out just a little bit more of having like anti-priority as well as anti-trick rooms, just so that I can turn it off and trying to find a way for people to survive after the fact and then go from there. If I'm able to figure that out, awesome. And if not, I mean, it has to become part of the normal rotation, right? I can't just have Farigiraf here for one specific purpose. I need to be able to bring it onto the team, or at least bring it out on the field more often, which means it needs to be useful than what it currently is. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of and going from there. For now, we're going to get into our matches and we're going to set it for 5. So hopefully you guys enjoy that, and we're gonna do the best that we can to hit Master Ball. So wish me luck, and I'll see you guys at the end. Let's do it. Okay. Ooh, White Kyurem. Let's go. Alolan Ninetales. I forgot Trakian. I was like, I forgot his name. Trakian, Hisuian Arcanine, Mousehold, that's cool, and Ursaluna. So we are seeing a little bit more variety with the teams that we're currently working with, which is great. We're still in Ultra Ball, going to be in Master Ball, I think, if we win this match. From the last time that I recorded, I think we were 19 and 16, I think. I forgot. I haven't really been keeping track of like the matches. I should. I honestly should. Part of the weekend was to redo my production book so that I can write things in there and actually give it a due date and then have things done by specific due date, because that's how efficiency works. And I got a lot of things done this weekend, but didn't pan out the way that I wanted. So yay me. We're gonna go in with Tornadus and Chien-Pao, Ogerpon, and Koraidon. That's who we'll walk in with. Now, we're primarily trying to counter a lot of what is on that side of the field. Now, Fluttermane would have been like a really, really good choice. The reason why I didn't pick it is because of the dragon typing that's on there. White Kyurem, I believe, is Dragon Ice, but we have a Alolan Ninetales that isn't very affected. We have Alolan Hisuian Arcanine that's also not super effective, but at least with this, I might have a move that can be dealt with. So I'm going to taunt Mousehold. Sacred Sword does hurt both, but I'm going to protect on Chien-Pao. Hit a swap Mousehold. Bring out Ninetales. Okay, this is gonna hopefully do stuff for Blizzard. They're gonna Terra. This is probably gonna go. Oh, this has to go over to Kyurem. Berry. Okay. Alright. Protect on the Ninetales. Taunt. Protect on Chien-Pao, taunt on the Ninetales. Mental Herb? Nope. Blizzard. Brings Tornadus down to the 1 HP. So we'll go ahead and set up Tailwind. I'm gonna go ahead and Ice Spinner the... Wow. The Kyurem, White Kyurem. I'm just, for some reason, I am not thinking straight tonight. Icy Wind does damage against Tornadus. Does get the KO, but that's not what really matters here. Speed drops on the Chien-Pao, which definitely does not help our case whatsoever. Fusion Flare. This is a fire attack. Right in Chien-Pao gets the KO. That's totally fine. It's fine because now we get to set up our fire types, and our fire types will literally not care. They're gonna have to swap out Ninetales to be able to do anything else, and if they do, they're pretty much screwed because they've already used their Terra on a target that is not effective. So I have a couple of options here. I'm gonna go Iron Head over here, Terra, and I'm gonna hit, right? Yes, Terra. Hit the Ninetales in case they swap into Mousehold. Tailwind's up, so I outspeed. They can't do anything with Ninetales because Taunt still exists, and it is planted on that Pokemon for at least one more turn. So there goes the withdrawal. This is probably going to be the Mousehold. Okay. Mousehold comes up. Here is the Terra. Onto the Ogerpon, gets the +1 and in the weather that it needs to be. Now they're gonna change the weather next turn, but that doesn't matter. because there goes their legend. They needed to either protect or do something else. I don't know what the item was for Kyurem White, but they needed to pretty much switch almost immediately. Because now, while they got 2 in 1 turn, I'm going to repay them back by getting... Oh! Sash. Good man. Good man. They honestly should have let Mousel take a hit first turn then. Or at least made it stay out a little bit longer. But now they're kind of in a really rough predicament because both of my Pokemon do not have any defense minuses. And this is a +1 Ivy Cudgel against now Ninetales. Who's going to come out and reset the weather, but I have Tailwind still. So I could literally go... Let's go there, and I'm just gonna attack into that. Because right now it doesn't really matter. Koraidon's gonna take a ton of damage here, but I think follow... Yep, there's the follow me. But Ninetales isn't gonna last very long. It's still an ice type Pokemon, and I still have a +1, and it's Terra Fire, so this damage is going to be huge. Yeah, it's like a 1.5 boost to their attack, and then a 2 times boost with the damage. Bring out a shiny Arcanine. Let's go. Intimidate. There's nothing to Koraidon, but it makes the Ogerpon neutral. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And click follow me. And I still outspeed, but at least extreme speed goes to that target instead of Koraidon. And this is one shot. We know it's a one shot because someone else had the sash, so we don't have to worry about that. And our first battle back in the video for today, we won. And I believe this is enough to get us into Ultra Ball, or Master Ball. We're gonna watch it live on screen. It should. It really should. If it's not, I'm going to be really surprised. But let's go. And Master Ball tier currently sitting at 4,578. We're back in it, boys. Master Ball once again. Let's go. All right, so we have Miraidon, Iron Treads, Iron Hands, Iron Leaves, Burgraph, and Tornadus. One quick thing. The win-loss record was 16-13, not 19-16. We're at 17-13, but I just want to make a quick correction. So this particular team is really, really interesting. It heavily relies on Miraidon's secondary, or its ability with the Hadron engine, giving Iron Leaves, Iron Hands, as well Iron Treads a boost. The thing is, though, I could potentially outspeed to do enough damage that makes it worthwhile. Let's see. Ogerpon, and we don't need to move in with Koraidon. We could. What would Koraidon counter? If Iron Hands, that's Ice Punch. We don't. Fluttermane is going to be the best. Yeah, we'll go with that. We're going to go with that. We're going to have to worry about Tornadus on their side of the field for sure. But judging on how that time went, I think they're probably just going to let the first 4 play. Now, I could be wrong, and I hope that I am. So now we're going to see what they picked. I can't read any of those. Okay, I'm wrong. First prediction is I am absolutely wrong. Okay, Chien-Pao goes first. Hadron Engine activates on the Miraidon. So I'm going to go ahead and activate Tailwind and Ice Spinner. I'm going to go straight for Miraidon. They're probably going to take down Tornadus, but they cannot get the KO. Terra goes around the Miraidon, turn it to Fairy. So now it's not weak to what Chien-Pao does. However, I will get rid of the effect. I either won the 50-50 because I got Tailwind up first, or I am faster. Not sure which one. We have even Tailwind speeds. I'm not sure. Volt Switch. So they won the 50-50 there. Unless that is a Scarfed Miraidon. And it could be possible. Not saying that it's not. Could be very much possible. Iron Treads. Speed was heightened. So speed was heightened on... Okay. We'll go in with Flutter Mane. We have to go in with Flutter Mane here so that we do not get one-shotted by the potential damage that Iron Treads could do. It's, I think, Steel Ground. I'm not 100% sure. Now we can go... No, we're not going to lose that. It's Ground Steel. Yeah, we'll just hit it. Scary Face drops Flutter Mane speed 2 stages. Heavy Slam. Good call. Great call. The Scary Face was something I was actually looking at over the weekend. Because I thought, oh, that could be easily usable, but I wanted to use it on a Pokemon that was not... I was not... What am I trying to think of? I wanted to use it on a Pokemon that wasn't a prankster, so that I can hit things efficiently, if that makes sense. We're gonna get rid of Iron Treads, but we're pretty much... It's in their favor because of Scary Face, and there's no real way that I could stop that. I could taunt it. I'm gonna do that. So they didn't do their attack first. Get that, picks off that. Warp Drive wears off. Liquid Storm misses. Oh, I hit. Okay, so I outsped there. Drops the speed there. I Cudgel. Gets the KO. Now what is... Liquid Storm hits both. That's unfortunate. That was super unfortunate. It's 1v3. And all of them outspeed me. Although, well, I know Miraidon does for sure. Tornadus, I'm not sure, but we're done. We don't need to fight on further. Scary Face did really ruin stuff. I should have taunted as soon as they got done with I should have taunted as soon as they got done with Tailwind, because then that would have shut down not one but both of them. But having Life Orb when Iron Treads is pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. Steel Roller too, to get rid of your terrain, is also like a good idea, because then you get a boost, or it does more damage if terrain's on, and I don't think it works if there's not. So that's why, like, you had a Pokemon that needed to have that terrain up and then just immediately swap in and out. So yeah, misplay, not taunting their Tornadus to stop whatever shenanigans it could have, and not being able to capitalize on top of that, unfortunately. Okay. Well, okay. Oh no. But we have the components to be able to deal with it now. I am missing one. Well, two pieces, realistically. I don't have anyone to take away Dondozo's ability, which is unaware, nor do I have a way to get rid of stat increases. But I do have a way to get rid of not only Muck, but Smeargle. And then you have the coat. Like this set is so it's bad. It's absolutely bad. I want to know if you get as one for the power of alchemy thing instead of Moody, but we'll see. We will absolutely see. I'm not gonna go in for Tailwind. I'm just gonna go in with this, and then we will go in, have Tailwind active for Battle Rider. And I'm gonna bring in Ogerpon to deal with Dondozo. I'm gonna come in with the Dawn. My assumption is going to be that it's gonna open up with Muck, Smeargle, and then have Shadow Rider, Calyrex, and then they're gonna have Co-Star. They did not. They have Tatsu and Smeargle. Okay. Tatsu's either gonna switch or Smeargle's gonna switch. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to protect on Qian Pao. Because Smeargle can't really do anything. If it has Fake Out or anything like that, can't really do anything to Fluttermane. They can Fake Out Qian Pao, but I think they're just going to go for Spore instead. So, Protect. Endure. Oh, are you more toxic than I thought? Nope. Final Gambit. That's a Final Gambit Smeargle? What? You are toxic, okay. Okay. Alright, there we go. Swap Smeargle. So it's probably gonna be Dondozo. It is. Now, the thing is, Tatsugiri is poisoned inside the body. So it is going to lose HP over time. Usually what they would want to do is have a way to endure all the attacks, and then the partner faints inside Dondozo. So now I'll just do... I'm gonna swap to Ogerpon now. Because eventually they're gonna get out a partner, and while I don't really want it to be Qian Pao that swaps, I want it to be Fluttermane. I need to be able to attack this turn. Okay. This is gonna slow down until they bring out Flamigo, which is gonna get all the stat 2 boosts. Which is why we have Tornadus, so that we can outdo those boosts. Okay, we're gonna do this. This is still a ton of damage. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we're going to get pretty close. Because that's a +2 with Unaware. So any stat boost that I have isn't really going to matter. There's Cetera. Probably going to be Grass. It is. So they definitely guessed me. Blast. That's still a decent amount. Here comes Wave Crash. It's gonna flutter me. It's a knockout. It might have helped me there, honestly. Poisoning. Katsu faints. We're bringing out Tornadus just so that we can access Tailwind, because we're going to need to do that now, because here comes Flamigo with Co-Star. Shadow Rider Calyrex. That's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna take down the horse. Tailwind so I can outspeed. Hide the cudgel. Now, the horse is probably gonna have Sash. Nope. Horse goes down. Okay, Wave Crash. This is going to go Ogre Pun. Okay, it's going to get a little bit of healing back due to leftovers, but the recoil damage is starting to stack up quite a bit. Okay, here's our final Pokemon, which is the Smeargle. I'm going to play it safe by doing Protect. Case of the Fake Out, Case of the Sport, Case of the Follow Me. I'm doing it just so that I take less damage, and I'm assuming Dondozo is going to Protect. It has it, so I know that it will use it. And I believe this is the turn, because they're going to need to set up Smeargle somehow. And the only way they can really do that without knocking themselves out at this point is to take down Chien-Pao or stun them somehow. Because they're not sure what item Tornadus has. So there's to Protect. They're not sure what the item for Tornadus for. Okay. Goes to Tornadus. Maybe. Special attack up. Speed down. I still have Tailwind for 2 more turns. So I'll just do Bleak Wind and Ice Spinner. Now you can follow me, but I will get the KO regardless, and then you have a single target Bleak Wind Storm that could miss. Could. But I at least have 2 turns with Tornadus. A Spinner. Into Dondozo gets the KO. Nothing from Smeargle. Now I believe that Smeargle has Final Gambit. Storm. This is it. Okay. So, what made that strat so... It made it bad when you had the Donzo and Tatsugiri with the indoor Toxic Orb strat. Like, yeah, you can bring out another Pokemon, but that other Pokemon is usually Flamigo with Co-Star. If you're able to get that off, that Flamigo comes in with all of its stat buffs by 2, and you usually have that combined with another Pokemon like the Muck, the Alolan Muck that has the power of Alchemy, which steals Smeargle's ability, and then using the 2 to 3 turns to set up Minimize. obviously I have Chi and Pao that uses Sacred Sword. So if you have a Pokemon, or if they don't have a Pokemon with Sacred Sword, you pretty much get to set up for free, and they can't really do anything about it, because once you become +6 in evasion, it pretty much means that they only get to attack, I think, a third of the time. So every 33%, I think that's what it turns out to be, they can't really hit. So you're pretty much asking to do a fissure every single turn on a Pokemon that can't do it. And usually when you have Muck with Smeargle, using the power of alchemy to pretty much get Moody, you get stat minuses that never hit evasion, because accuracy and evasion are never ones that show up on Smeargle's thing, so you only worry about the main ones. When Flamigo comes in with the white herb, it erases all of its stat minuses. Now, there's other people that have taken that strategy and gone forward, like with Lugia, that can do Psych Up and gets all of those stat boosts really, really easily. And it makes it incredibly hard for Pokemon to counter that. It's so intense. It's not even funny sometimes. Okay, we have Typhlosion. This is the Hisuian one, it's not the regular one. Rhydon, Chi, and Pao. Screamtail, Ogerpon, that's water. And person of the hour that we were talking about earlier was Blood Moon, Ursaluna. Quite a bit that we can kind of deal with against this match. I don't understand the role that Screamtail is going to have. Could have Encore, could have Imprison. Also could just straight up use Trick Room. I'm not 100% sure. They do not have anyone that can set up Tailwind. So if I'm able to just go in and do a ton of damage with Flutter Mane, I think I'll be fine. So I think that's what I'll work for first. Flutter Mane, and let's go. Actually, I will start with Tornadus first. We'll bring in Crydon and Ogerpon, because I don't want to bring in Chi and Pao. I think Chi and Pao would actually be hindrance if I brought them out on my side. If in fact that I'm wrong, I mean, you got me, absolutely. But with this team, it kind of goes with like the dual speeds a little bit, but we'll see. Fluttermane and Tornadus versus Screamtail and Typhlosion. Now, Typhlosion has Frisk, so they know what my item choices are right off the bat. Boost Energy activates on both Screamtail and Fluttermane. So what I want to do first is I'm going to go ahead and hit Typhlosion for a ton of damage. And I want to taunt Screamtail. Unless the Terra goes to that target now, which makes it dark. Nope, goes to Typhlosion, making it fire. Normal. So Shadow Ball is not going to do anything. Dope. Good call. Protect on Screamtail. That also really, really does help on their side. So I've effectively done nothing. Taunt goes into Screamtail, does nothing. And Shadow Ball goes into Typhlosion and also does nothing. Eruption. It's not enough to get the KO. Let's go ahead and hit you. And I think Bleakwind Storm is pretty good. You to do a ton of damage. Doesn't get the KO, gets really, really close. Play Rough into Fluttermane. Now is Typhlosion faster than Tornadus? It is. Probably Scarfed. We shall see. Now, because I didn't do Tailwind, they are going to be faster than I am. Let's go ahead and do this. Collision Course into Typhlosion. And Ivy Cudgel into Screamtail. Now, if it's Scarf, as they were able to go higher than 178, this is a really good, interesting fact. So Protect on Screamtail. Okay. So they are faster than 205. That is 100% a Scarfed type version. Typhlosion goes down. And the Ivy Cudgel goes into a Protect. Way rough, huh? Interesting. Turns. Let's hit you. And follow me on the Ogre Pun to prevent Sucker Punch. Disabled. Okay. Follow Me was disabled, which is totally fine. Now what is Chien Pao gonna go after? Throat Chop into the, well, yeah, Ogre Pun. Duh. Duh, I knew that answer. 100% knew that answer. Okay, Koraidon. Just go right into the Koraidon. Vision Quartz. No Sucker Punch. Just gets really, really close to get the KO. I don't think I would ever be able to get the KO there, but the Drain Punch is enough to get enough damage out on me to be able to get the KO, though. That's a very interesting set. Screamtail is a really good Pokemon to use, and it is a Pokemon that I tend to forget exists, because it was an option before Farigiraf came on the field of shutting down Ice Rider, and not necessarily Shadow Rider, but it could shut down Shadow Rider. I'm saying it could because the boost energy would give it the ability to outspeed it if I wanted to go something like that, but I don't think that was ever the case. I was really afraid that they're going to activate Trick Room, which is why I didn't activate Tailwind. I wish that I did. I think I would have been able to outspeed quite a bit there if I had, but because I was so afraid, I didn't want to activate it. Like turn one, when I opened up with Tornadus and Fluttermane, they did definitely call me what I wanted to do turn one. And with me not being able to like accurately tell if they're actually going to be doing Trick Room or not, because I don't know what the set would be for that Pokemon specifically, it was really, really interesting to watch. Okay, well, yay. We have Ice Rider, Calyrex, Urshifu, Screamtail, Gothitelle, Incineroar, and Moongus. Everyone that's going to benefit from Trick Room is going to be here, plus someone that can stop with random things. Now, Screamtail also has access to Encore, which is not bad, and Disable. So if it had Imprison, Trick Room, Encore, and Disable, you're looking pretty solid. But with that being said, I don't know if that's going to be the outcome of this particular match, but it could be. It absolutely could be. My faster Pokemon is not going to be really helpful here, but they don't really have anyone to use. At least I don't think they have anyone to follow me. No, well, no, they do. Moongus does. Yeah, Moongus does. So we'll go Ogerpon and Tornadus. Golden Go, I think Fluttermane. Bring out our ghost types. They can also, I mean, Fluttermane can't really withstand a lot from Ice Rider, but we can at least resist, only not resist it, but at least take a hit if we need to. I still don't have anyone with haze or anything like that, so it makes it really interesting and hard to kind of deal with this particular playstyle. All right. Calyrex has 2 abilities. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and Bleak Wind Storm, Terra, and go right into Calyrex. And I should be able to get the KO unless they do Rage Powder, and which will take some of the offense off of Calyrex. Now, if this were a perfect world, Tornadus would be able to knock out Amoonguss, but it still has a lot of bulk behind it, and I could obviously miss. So I'm not going to set up Tailwind. I'm not going to set up... I could taunt it. I don't think that's going to be the point, but I want to do as much as I possibly can. So here's the +1. So now we're not weak against. Oh, here's the Terra. Is this water? Dragon. Oh, interesting. It does resist fire, so... Yep, there's the Rage Powder. Are you going to activate Trick Room turn 1, or are you just going to not do it? Miss someone. Miss the Amoonguss. That's great, but that's okay. Ivy Cudgel, which is going to hit the Amoonguss, which is... Can I get the KO? Should. Yep, there it goes. So either way, the Amoonguss was going to be laid out turn 1, but I could not stop that. Which is why I haven't really like put in Ferrograph into my party, because that specifically is it. That is the whole reason why I haven't done it, because if once I put that information out there, so much resources into doing stuff like that, somehow it backfires. And it will. It almost always backfires. So we're going to protect here. And I'm also going to protect here. We want to run down Trick Room as much as we possibly can. Fake Out with Incineroar is pretty bad. And also get hit with Knockoff, and Parting Shot is also something that we have to worry about. But at least we're on normal speed tiers, and it's just now who's ever slowest goes first. So now we're going to taunt Calyrex because I want it to not be affected by stuff. And I want to follow me the Ogerpon. We're doing that so that Calyrex can't do any particular moves that can one-shot, particularly, and Ogerpon can take a couple of hits. Flare Blitzes as well as Glacial Lances. Parting Shot. Gothitelle. Room has 2 more turns. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit this Gothitelle in the face. Does Gothitelle have follow me or some sort of redirection? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure about that. Calyrex comes back. Here comes Incineroar again. That's just to lower down the damage on Ogerpon. It's not for Tornado specifically. Protect. Take out. Okay. Oh. Let's make a shield. Withdraws Gothitelle to bring out Calyrex. Has 2 abilities. Taunt Calyrex. One shot. Gothitelle to come out. Withdrew the Calyrex. Just to do this again. Two at 8. Ogerpon's not gonna be able to do any damage, but I have to create an opportunity where Ogerpon can swap out. I have to. It's just becoming harder to do that. Which cannot move. Spike the shield. No switches this time. Fake out. They're tempting the taunt. I missed Gothitelle that time. Ah, they got me with the taunt. Withdrew Incineroar. Out comes Calyrex. Protect on the Gothitelle. Please follow me. Make one Storm, which is going to miss the Gothitelle due to Protect. Gonna hit the Calyrex. gonna do here? They're gonna get... I'm gonna double up on Calyrex. I think that's what I can do. If I was able to swap, it would be different. Would be way different. Dimensions are twisted. I can no longer protect. Not lasting 4 turns is a little much. Because now I can't do anything. They're going to get a free +2 and I can't do anything realistically. I haven't been able to swap anyone out because they have ghost types. Well, none of my Pokemon are ghost types. I can't really do anything to Ogerpon. He's fire type. Fire, water, rock, or grass. So there's no in between. There's no difference. Yeah. Tornadus goes down. Maybe Cudgel. On the Incineroar. Can't. Against my better judgment, I'm swapping. I have to. Against my better judgment. He's -3. If I could just whittle down the Trick Room turns, it wouldn't be that bad. Fluttermane's gonna go down. Golden Go is gonna go down after that. There's no way that I could really stop it, which is really annoying. So I knew that was going to happen. It's like I could have protected, but I don't think I would have been able to do anything. Irregardless, like yeah, I could take a hit from Calyrex, but I can't take a hit from both. This is why Imprison is so important. But I have not been able to effectively build Farigiraf to where I can use it on a team. Like I could build an offensive Farigiraf with it, but I'm using 3 or 2 slots because it's Trick Room and Prison. I usually protect so I can stop people from using Protect. But probably I need to not use Protect. But I protect anyway. I need to be able to protect it anyway. I'm gonna Spiky Shield. Let's see if we can get the double up. But I doubt it because I still can't hardly do anything. Well, I'm now +1. It's not like I'm so weak. I could potentially knock out Calyrex now. Trick Room only has 1 more turn. But I don't have a spread move. So we'll try it again. Nope, okay. It was the only time I could realistically try to survive, but it wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, that team, this is probably the more difficult Trick Room teams I've ever had to deal with, because I had to go through not one Pokemon type they can set up, but a second one. It's tough. It's tough. I barely did any damage to not only Gothitelle, but Incineroar, because we kept going back and forth. Now, I think that they were just kind of like, okay, I can't swap out. I don't have any ghost types. And the only time I was able to bring out a ghost type was well after Trick Room was reestablished. And yeah, I could taunt and have priority, which then allows me to go first again. But that doesn't mean anything if the end result is still negative. And that, ladies and gents and Pokefans alike, is going to be the end of today's video. We are 7,728 in the Master Ball rank with a 18 to 16 win-loss ratio of a total of 34 battles. We hit Master Ball. I'm so glad that we hit it. I think we're 2 and 3 for today's video. I'm not sure. Again, I haven't really been keeping track of the video win-loss record. I'm only keeping track of like the win-loss record that's currently on the screen. So I am up 2, but that should be better since I was up 3 earlier, or even up 4 and then kept losing. It's really, really interesting. I know my hard counters for my team specifically, I'm having a hard time building a team that can use both speed tiers effectively. Because if I make one judgment wrong and it ends up being the opposite, it's really, really hard. But having redirection, if I have someone that shuts off priority like Farigiraf, could open up some more possibilities for me, because I don't have to then use Follow Me unless I want it to be able to eat a hit or two. And Ogerpon potentially doesn't do that for me as much as I would like it to. I mean, it's good to redirect, so it stops Pokemon from like trying to hit Koraidon or Fluttermane or even Golden Go, but I can't do anything about it if they're under some sort of status effect, and I can't prevent it from happening. I could potentially walk in with Cresselia. Cresselia does have Trick Room, also has Imprison, and can also use Protect, but also has Lunar Blessing. But if they get taunted for whatever reason, I can't do anything to that Pokemon. I have to immediately swap them out and bring that in something else. Also get super affected by Shadow Riders, which is not what I want to have. That would be the exact opposite. So we will be making changes to the team. I'm not sure who's going to be replaced, but something does need to happen. Maybe Golden Go finally goes off, because we do have Koraidon with a hit or like an attack like Iron Head that can be able to do the stuff. But I feel like I would be missing out if I do. In either case, that's going to be the end of today's video. We're going to roll out the outro, and I'll see you guys again next time. For now though, since it is the end of the video, I want to thank you all for watching. If you guys made it up to this point, shout outs to you. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. That's the best way to support me as a creator and what I do. Watch the videos all the way through, and if you guys want to help support it even further, please consider leaving a like, comment down below, and hitting the subscribe button. All of those are completely free, and that's the best way that I want to run this channel. So if you guys want to do that, awesome. If you guys don't want to, then you don't have to, but it does support everything that I'm trying to do. And if you do all of those things, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I cannot wait to see you in the next upload. I'm out. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Stay warm or cool, depending on where you're at. Stay hydrated, but most importantly, stay safe. I'll see you next time.